Welcome to Northtown Lexus. I'm Jeff Martin. Today we're going to take a couple minutes. I'd like to show you the 2025 Lexus GX550. I want to show you a couple features in the rear of the vehicle. All Lexus can be opened with a push right here on the trunk. This is a full fold-up tailgate now, whereas previous years it opened from the side, so that's one of the big changes for this year. The vehicle comes standard with third row seating. What's very nice about this vehicle is that if you're not using the third row seating, they've got a power button to push them down, and I'll show you how to do that. Right over here on the side, this little button, just push the down button, push it twice, it takes about 10 seconds. The seat will completely fold down into the flat position, which is nice. And there it goes all the way down, just like that. Some of the other features on this vehicle that are pretty awesome, let me close the door back up here to show you. I like this feature when I'm at the supermarket. Instead of having to open the entire back door, there's a small button right here in the corner. You can push this. This will allow you to just pop the hatch glass like that. That way you can reach in, gives you some nice flexibility on the vehicle. I'll show you how to pop the gas door as well to add gas to the vehicle. Right down below here, there's a little picture of a gas door. All you gotta do is give that a pull. That will pop the gas door open right over here for you. Right here, premium unleaded fuel only. Lexus definitely recommends premium unleaded fuel because this vehicle has turbos on the motor. Very easy to put gas in the car. Just turn to the left, fill her up, turn to the right, one click, you're all set to go just like that. A few other features on this side of the vehicle I'd like to show you. If you've ever owned a Lexus, you'll probably know all the features on the door because they're very similar. One thing I do want to point out, in the top left corner, there's a picture of a mirror with an arrow. That feature is very nice. What that is that's power folding outside mirrors. You can push that button at any time to fold the mirrors inside. If you push the auto button right here, a light will turn on. What auto does is whenever you put the car into park and then shut it off, the outside mirrors will automatically fold inward. That's very nice if you're parking on the street or if you've got a tight squeeze into the garage. Other than that, everything else on this side of the car, fairly simple. Lexus comes right up here with a set button, 1, 2, 3. That is the Lexus memory system. The way this works is very easy. Once you have the seat, the steering wheel, and the two outside rearview mirrors set the way you like, all you'll do is push the set button and hold it, push number 1 and hold it. You'll hear a beep right after that. That will memorize the position of the seats, steering wheel, and mirrors. If you get back in the vehicle and you find that things have been changed if someone else drove the vehicle, just simply push your button, number 1, you'll hear a beep, and everything will come right back to the preset position. Very nice and easy. Here we are sitting in the interior of the 2025 Lexus GX550. I'd like to show you a couple of the important features of the interior of the vehicle. Your center screen here, this has almost all of the major controls that you'll need in the vehicle. If you touch the button right here with the little music note on it, that moves you to the radio screen. This is generally the screen I have on most of the time. The little arrow in the top corner, that would take you to the GPS, so the map would be on display in your vehicle. I'll go back to the stereo. Just want to show you a couple features with the radio. You can push the channel button right here to change the stations. Once you get to the station that you like, there's a little heart button up top here. As soon as I get to the station I like, I give that heart button a push and the heart will turn red when I do it. Here, I'll show you right now. What that will do is that will put this station into memory in the top slot right here. Now you can scroll down and you can pick whichever one you want to change the station to. If you push the edit button right here, this will allow you to go ahead and delete stations off of here. So if I just hit the little minus button right here, I can delete stations as simple as this right here. This way you can customize your presets on the left side. Another feature that I love with the radio, if I push the little gear button down here and we go just a little ways down, I want to show you sound and media, sound tuning. This is the screen that allows you to change the settings of your music. If you like a little more or less treble and mid-range and bass right here, you can go ahead and fine-tune the music just the way you like it. If I scroll the screen down a little bit right here, this is how I can fade from left to right or front to rear. It'll always be centered directly in the middle of the vehicle. What I find is that if you move it a little bit back toward the back, you send more of the power to the rear speakers. So the front speakers, they balance out a little nicer and it gives you a good stereo effect. One of the many things I like to do on the interior. Another very cool feature is this button right here. This button says Mode Select. If you take this button and just give it a little turn to the left like this right here, you're going to change the mode settings of the vehicle. Lexus has 3 different settings. They've got Eco, Normal, and Power mode. The vehicle will always be in normal mode. You don't have to do anything. One turn toward me puts it into Eco mode. On the dash it'll show you Eco and you'll get a new display. All Eco mode does is it cuts the shift points a little bit so that it tries to maximize the gas mileage that you get out of the vehicle. If I turn it to the right, that puts it in what they call Sport mode. Sport mode is the exact opposite. Sport mode will actually raise the shift points a little higher, as well as tighten the steering on the vehicle. It gives you a little bit more of a performance sporty type of drive on the vehicle. Another feature I love right down here, this is a wireless phone charger. I can take my phone and literally just set it right down on top of here. In a couple seconds, I'll get a little message on the top of the screen that tells me that my charger's turned on. My phone is charging now, which is pretty cool. One thing that we want to warn you, don't put the keys to your car on the wireless phone charger, okay? We've been told by Lexus that when the key sits on the charger, the wireless signals can talk to each other and it may drain the battery in your key, on your car key. Just little stuff that we learn as we go here. A few other wonderful features on this car. Down here, I want to show you this feature right here. There's a little button that says hold, and it's got a circle on it. This feature is called brake hold. Whenever you're sitting at a red light and you've got the brake pedal pushed down, if you let go of the brake pedal, the car will creep forward. If you push this button hold once at any time while you're driving, what will happen is it will allow you to take your foot off the brake pedal. The car will sit still, it won't move. And then you can go ahead and just obviously push the gas pedal when you're ready to accelerate. So some very smart features that Lexus has incorporated into the interior of this vehicle. Up above here, a couple features I want to show you on the top console. This button right here that says door, I always push that so the light is on. This feature will turn all of the inside lights on whenever any of the doors are opened automatically. This feature here I also want to show you. If I push right here, there's a little red button in here. It says SOS next to it. Every Lexus comes with a safety system. It's called Safety Connect. The way this system works is when you're driving, if you're ever in an accident, the car will send a signal via satellite directly to Lexus. They will, in a couple seconds, be in the car talking to you. They're going to ask you if you're okay, if you need help. If you do, they can send 911 because they know your exact location. Very nice system. Also, at any point, if you ever have any type of emergency in the car, you can push this button once, twice. Within a couple seconds, an attendant at Lexus will be in the car talking to you. So if you needed directions or you needed help or you had an emergency, anything you might need, you've got that service. The other feature that's part of Lexus Safety Connect is stolen vehicle recovery. If your vehicle ever got stolen, you call the police can contact Lexus. Lexus has the ability to help track the vehicle, as long as it's within the United States, of course. Very nice features. Center console is real big in this vehicle too, which is nice. Very well designed interior, very comfortable. Thank you for taking the time with us to check out the 2025 Lexus GX550. You can see this vehicle here at Northtown Lexus. We're located at 3845 Sheridan Drive in Amherst, New York. My name is Jeff Martin. We look forward to helping you out.